let's do an Easter mani. I'm hoping that these turn out okay. I didn't even go ahead and attempt to do these beforehand. So hopefully they work out. So I guess that we will see. But on my nails, I have 3 layers of pixie dust dip powder in her new color called Cool Whip. And so I did that with the dipping process. And then I took my Nail Addict top coat and did a coat of that, cured it fully, and this does have a dispersion layer, so if you use that, you make sure that you wipe the top layer with rubbing alcohol so that it gets rid of that stickiness. And I think that I'm going to use the Hippity Hoppity Easter nail decals from Poshy Nail Designs. I have one other Easter set from her, but I think that I'm going to go with this one and hopefully my idea works. So I'm not sure if you can hear my kids making noises and stuff in the background, but you know, the mom life. All right, I forgot to grab a little container. So I'm just gonna take this my lid to what I have my water in for when I do my nail decals, and I'm just gonna use the lid because you don't need that much of the rubbing alcohol, but like I said, I forgot to grab something. So I think that one, okay. I'm gonna go with this brush. It's just one that I have in my collection that just seems to continue growing with stuff that I keep pulling from here and there. So I want to have extra paper towels so that I can dab off onto there. And like I said, I'm not sure if this is going to work. I mean, I know that it'll work. I just hope that they turn out okay. So I'm using the Bic permanent markers. I don't have Sharpies, but I've used the Bic ones on a stop saying on a stamping video that I did. So I will leave that linked if you want to check it out, and these ones worked perfectly fine. So just as long as it's a permanent marker, I think it's okay. All right, so you want to have that gel top coat down because you want to have that slick surface. And the only thing I'm worried about is that I'm going to flood my cuticle. So, all right, let's just get started here. All right, so you're just gonna go in and start coloring on your nail. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to point my finger kind of downwards so that any alcohol that runs off of my nail will hopefully run onto the paper towel and not into my cuticle. It worked! Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So I wanted it to do like a watercolor, like pastel kind of nail to make it look like tie-dyed Easter eggs, kind of. So that was my plan. And that one came out pretty cute. So let's try this one. All right, now for this finger, for my ring finger, I want to kind of do a blue background like I did with the other colors. So I'm just going to take these two blues, and I want this to be pretty muted because I want my decals to show up. Okay, if you wanted to, I think that these are so ridiculously cute just like this. If you didn't want to add any decals or anything like that. But I want to add and use my Poshy Nails decals because I am officially obsessed with them and cannot stop using them in manis. Like, it's a problem. So let me get cleaned up and then we will come back and do that. Okay, so these are the three that I want to use, and because after looking, I got my blue background a little bit too dark. You want, when you use Poshy Nail Design decals, you want a white background or as light as you can get a background, just because her decals come off and they're transparent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a white stamping polish, my stamping tool, and I'm going to attempt to color in the background of the image on my stamper and then put it on my nail. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But in here, I just have water. I keep this at my desk all the time with a lid on it so that it's readily accessible when I want it. And I'm going to use, I don't know if I want to use a brush or a dotting tool. I think I'm going to use this dotting tool and see what happens. I'm going to take my base gel and I'm going to put that on my nail that I'm going to put the decals on, and I'm going to cure that. So only for like 8 to 10 seconds. I want it to be sticky, like remain sticky. I did 7 seconds because you don't want it to cure all the way, because then it's going to be hard to get these off of your stamper. So I think I'm going to start with the little bunny first. Okay. I just made sure that it was going to come off of the backing before I started patting the excess water off. And then I'm going to pick up my little rabbit with my stamper. So I want to fill in just where the rabbit is, not the whole, like where you can see the clear. So this may take a few minutes. Okay, so when I turn it over, you can see that it just made the bunny stand out, so it's not translucent. So I don't know if I should let that dry. I don't know, stamping polish dries pretty quick, so it's probably tacky by now, I would assume. I'm hoping. All right, so let's see. I want it about there. Holy, it worked. That worked. Holy cannoli. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed up doing these other ones, but I'm gonna do the same exact process. Okay, so I'm really sorry. I record on my phone and my battery died. So I ended up finishing this nail. All I did was I just stuck the other decal on the other side. So I did literally the same exact process that I did for the bunny and this other side. But that is it. And I think I'm going to leave this one matte. So I'm going to show you how I do that. But with anytime that you're going to do a gel top coat, you want to make sure that you put a base down first. The base is going to be sticky and it's going to allow for your gel top coat to not peel. So if you're having issues with your gel top coat cracking or anything like that, try to put the base coat on and see if that helps you. And even though I'm doing this one matte, I'm still going over it with my base because it's the same exact thing. I want to make sure that my top coat isn't going to crack. If you wanted to, you could even make the watercolor design that you did, you could even make these matte also, but I think that I'm going to do shiny for those. So I'm just going to use this matte top coat from Pine Gel Polish off Amazon and this Joy Tea top coat. This also was from Amazon, so I'm just using what I have.